the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Coming up next.
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that's called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Open man, that's Amari Cooper. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in, Keon Coleman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Throwing again, it's Allen. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
Again, it's Allen to the air.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down. This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll run. It's Cook. Powering forward. He's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
Play action now. Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They run with the longtime Titan. It's Derrick Henry. They'll motion over Flowers. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Still second down.
On the give, here's Henry. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion comes Andrews. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Still second down.
In motion comes Andrews. Off the play fake. Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bills offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. In motion, Shakir. Very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Bills send out the veteran Sam Martin to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. No motion over Flowers. A 1st down throw for Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. So after 1, 7-0 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. On the option, they give it to Henry. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0. As they begin with a 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 9. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And not much room to run there. He'll only get to the 6-yard line. Second down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down. Or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
That's taken on this side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete to Cooper. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They send him right out of the slot. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Still 2nd down.
Cooper going in motion. From the gun, it's Allen. Cooper with the grab. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third down, 3 to go. He'll try and run here with Cook. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. A return now from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And this ball batted away and incomplete. DeMar Hamlin with the good coverage, got a hand in there and knocked that one away.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Jackson up top again. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. We'll go again here with Henry. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jordan Stout now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Here comes a return, and he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Bills offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Here's Allen. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. The Bills going to use their final timeout here as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Allen. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
So we have come to halftime here at Orchard Park with the Bills out front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Going to go right back to Henry. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
He'll look for Flowers downfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. First and 10. Now Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 1st down.
On the handoff. This is Cook. Oh. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Slot receiver headed right. Throwing is Allen. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they go with Cook. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
A 39-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will open up a 13-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On the handoff, running left is Henry. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. On 1st down, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. From the gun, Josh Allen.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Allen. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Odafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Bateman is the motion man. On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Allen going to make the read and hold on here. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Here's Cook.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
The Bills bringing on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still second down.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
This offense just can't buy a 3rd down conversion right now, Mike. And if you're not going to have a lot of explosive plays, that's just not a formula for success. The ability to sustain drives, maintain possession, that's a critical factor in scoring points in the NFL. And so far, this has been about as bad as it gets.
Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion, Shakir. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. He's got it at about the 8. And he's in. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll run with Cook. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Once again, it's Cook. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook.
James Cook, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bills extend the lead to 24-0.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. On play action, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw to the tight end Likely. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now, Jackson. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Jackson up top again. A pass. Pulled in by Henry. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Again, it's Jackson. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups.
And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the carry, it's Cook. And this defense not allowing much there. They'll stop him at the 45. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. So it's a win here for the Bills. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.